Hi, welcome back to the channel. So I've been on holiday for the last 3 weeks. So now I've come down to the plot. Let's get inside and see what's changed. Follow me. Right, let's have a quick check of the kiwis. Not bad. They still haven't grown as big as I thought they would. So I don't know whether it's worth trying one yet. There's a couple in there. Or leaving them for a bit longer. If you know how long I should leave them, please let me know in the comments. Okay, so first off, I can see the grass is a little bit overgrown, and I can see that my figs have gone over now. Most of these are looking like that is too far gone to eat. Yeah, like a wrinkly old prune, but one or two survived in the bags. I think that's perfect. That's still quite firm, so I should be able to try that one. I might get a few, definitely not those two though. But on the other side is another fig tree, and these seem to be ripening a bit later. So that one looks okay. And all of these, I can't tell whether they are the second harvest, which will never ripen in the UK, or it's the first harvest. And I haven't had many off this tree, and they are a slightly different shape to the others. So we shall see. The apples are looking good. Apples are swelling up nicely now. So to see if it's ready, you literally just bend it upwards. Don't need to give it much force. If it comes away, it's ready. That one's quite swollen. Will it come off? No, they're still hanging on. There's a couple of big ones down here. Is this one ready? Oh yeah, there you go. As soon as you twist it, it comes straight off. A little bit of damage there, but I don't think it's broken the skin too much. That looks like a nice apple. These are the Braeburn. You can see another little bend upwards. Yeah, that's come off nicely. So I've got some apples I can take home. Maybe that one. Yeah, another. These are perfect ones, unblemished. That's how you like them. So a few apples to take home with me. Pond's not looking too bad. Not too much algae in there. I think the waterfall and the fountain's been doing its thing. Some of the blackberries have gone a bit wild. Look at the size of that. Needed to have a little trim there. The poor pears. Most of them have fallen off, and some of them look a little bit haggardy now. Don't think I fancy eating that one. But there's still a few up there looking quite nice. Should be able to have them. Let's see how the polytunnel's been doing. We're still getting strawberries. I don't know whether this is normal or late, but we are still getting strawberries, which is good. Been eating them for about the last 4 months. The tomatoes have survived quite well in here. They have got the solar watering system set up with them, so these water automatically. So they kept them watered while I've been away. But yeah, we've got plenty of tomatoes here still getting ripe, and there's still plenty more to come. At the back here is my melons, which the plants themselves don't look too good, but I have got a few melons. There's one. Ooh, don't like the bottom of that. Might have to lift that off the ground, but the rest of it looks nice, and you know it's ready because you can smell it. I can't smell them yet, and there is actually two back there. Finally got some peppers starting. These are meant to be the spectrum peppers, all different colours, but I seem to only have the black ones. But one thing has happened. I have chilies, the cayenne chilies, and they've now gone red. I've got loads of them. Some more red ones in there. They're all curling up nicely, so I should be able to take them off. I'll be able to harvest some red cayenne pepper chilies. The cucumbers and the cucamelons, I think they're beginning to slow now. The leaves are going a little bit yellow. Give them another good water and feed and see what happens. But we are coming to the end of the season now. There's a little cucamelon, and then some final tomatoes down here too. These are the tumbling toms. You can see they just cascade out of the plant. So we've got plenty on there. Go outside the polytunnel. One thing has happened, the bananas has sent out another flower this year. We can just get into it. So here is the banana flower. That opens up, and believe it or not, there is tiny bananas in there. They are inedible bananas because these are the Musa Baju. But sadly, this main trunk, this one will die now next year. Once they send out the flower, send out the bananas, the plant itself dies. But I've got plenty. That's why when it sends out the new pups from the bottom, helps them to keep growing time and time again. And that's the one from last year. That one sent out a flower, which is now completely dead. The Gunnera has just about survived. It is pot bound. That's coming out of that pot next year. I'm going to separate that out. Got good plans for the Gunnera. But again, oh look, here we go. So my greenhouse now is a jungle. But everything has survived the full 3 weeks thanks to the solar watering system. So here are the drippers, and that's connected up to the water source, powered by solar, and that just pumps the water directly into the roots, watering and targeting the plant directly. And again, we've got so many tomatoes. I think I need to make some soups out of these because there's so many. In fact, the plants here are so compacted, it's making the end of the greenhouse a little bit dark. And then coupled with the grapevine, which are also practically ready now. It's not a bad grape. These are the seedless Lakemont grape. Very tasty. But yeah, we've got plenty of them. That's a nice bunch to come home. All of those are really plump now. But again, on this side, look at the amount of tomatoes. These are the red cherry tomato. Probably one of the most flavoursome tomatoes you'll ever have. And there's just tons and tons and tons of them. We're coming down to the back of the greenhouse. Again, a bit of a jungle back here. I just want to show you the Cucamelons, which really have gone crazy. And I will definitely be growing these again next year, but they've been so fun to grow. Here they are, little baby Cucamelons. Tastes like a cucumber mixed with a hint of lime. Some people say quite sweet. That's a beauty, that one. Look at that. But there are hundreds of them. They're all over this plant. If I lift this up, here we go. Plenty more Cucamelons. They're everywhere. Everywhere you look, you find a Cucamelon. So I'll harvest some of these. We've got a couple of cucumbers. Not a bad size, that one. And then a bigger one up here. So I'll be able to take a few cucumbers home. And we've even got bunches of grapes. Trying to get outside because there's a big hole in there just to let the air in. These melons, they have not done anything. I'm probably going to cut my losses and just take them out now. They're not looking very healthy. However, I did spot one starting. Will that swell up in time? I doubt it, but you never know. We'll have a little look, or leave it on a bit longer and see if it forms. Yeah, even more tomatoes in there. I need to start giving those away, I think. We'll come outside. That's all getting cleared this year, or in the winter. That went too wild and I couldn't keep up with it. And then coming down at the back behind the greenhouse, we've got lots of golden delicious apples. Again, oh, that's a lovely one. If I just maybe bend that upwards. No, not ready yet. These are swelling up nicely though. We had a little bit of rain last night. Oh, there we go. Just came off in my hand. So I might be able to take some of these apples home. Plenty of those. The courgettes have got that mildew all over them. This does happen, but quite often you still get the courgettes. Yeah, there's one. That's a nice courgette. So I'm just going to leave them now. I'm going to see how many courgettes I still get. Here's my outdoor tomatoes. They've got all intertwined. They've got a bit tangled in with the courgettes and the pumpkin plant, which wasn't meant to be there, but it has produced a pumpkin. Will it survive till Halloween? We shall see. And then just at the back, we've got another pumpkin. Again, it's ripe now. It shouldn't really be going ripe until end of September, October time. And then the big one that came first. I'm just going to leave him dangling there. Not a bad pumpkin, but I think that's ready too early. And then I think with all the dry weather, most of the blackberries have all shriveled up now. There is some still coming, so I should be able to harvest some of those. I think depending on which vines ripened first. But again, bit of a jungle back here. And all this area is getting cleared. I'm going to make a nice seating area, like a decking area, out the back behind the polytunnel and the greenhouse. Okay, just a nice quick video, this one, just to show you how things have been growing. As I say, I've been away from the plot for 3 weeks. I've left it, and it's not too bad. I need to do a good tidy up job on it now. But the solar watering systems kept everything watered in the polytunnel and the greenhouse for me, hence why I've got so many tomatoes. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.